Awesome. Great. Welcome once again to the road to Google Developer Certification from GDG Lawrence on the Professional Cloud Developer Certification. My name is Roman. I'm one of the lead organizers at GDG Lawrence. With me is, of course, Kevin Kwan, the great Kevin, always joining us. We have a bunch of people all over the place joining us for this, our fourth year doing this campaign, the road to Google Developer Certification, like no other community. I mean, I give it up to other communities doing it, but nobody does it like us. I just gotta flex that part right there, because a lot of people, just no music. I'm just gonna. Can you guys hear me well? Can you guys hear me well? Just drop it. It's just a little background music. That's all. Yes. Okay. Now we're good. So yes, let's start. Thank you once again for joining. This is going to be a commitment from all of you. It's going to be 12 weeks where we're going to be engaged as a community learning in order to complete and to get certified at the end of this campaign. So let's start right away because we got a lot to cover today. Again, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for doing that. Kevin just dropped in the chat. Please join our Slack channel because we're going to be engaging with the community, answering your questions and whatnot. So make sure to stay tuned with us, communicating with us. Okay. So let's hit it right away. Here we go. So again, thank you once again. Thank you to all the co-hosting communities. We have people from GDG Hudson, GDG Ocala, GDG San Jose. I got a lot of people from GDG San Jose. Deepa, how you doing? GDG Freeman, GDG Annapolis, Tampa Bay, Austin, Baltimore, Capital Region, Cloud Freeman. We got a lot of people from all over the place joining us. Without you, we couldn't make this happen. So thank you all of you for co-hosting this session. So again, we're gonna have a lot to cover, so please stay tuned. Any questions, please drop it in the chat. So what are we doing this? So this is a campaign that we do every year. This is gonna be our fourth year where we celebrate as a community these achievements and these accomplishments and learning as a community the latest and the greatest from the Google Cloud. And by the end of this program, this campaign, everybody's going to get certified. Hopefully everybody gets certified on the Professional Cloud Developer Certification. Kevin is going to drop in the link. What is the Professional Cloud Developer? We're going to be discussing that. But if you want to start taking a look at it, why certify? Why do you think we can certify? Is it still valid? Like nowadays in the big 25, why is it valid still to certify? So we're going to tell you all about the Google Cloud certifications and why it's still relevant to get certified in 2025. So again, we are part of this GDG Lawrence, and again, all our co-hosting GDGs. We are Google developer groups. We are community-led groups. We want to share. We're a group of developers who are interested in Google developer technologies, not precisely Google technologies per se, but we kind of rally around those technologies. We're very passionate about Google technologies. We host these type of events, virtual, hybrid, in person. We do demos, we do talks, we celebrate as a community, we learn stuff together. Sometimes we do like code sprints, hackathons. In this case, we're doing a 12-week program or kind of like a cohort so that we all can get certified in the Google Cloud, specifically the Professional Cloud Developer Certification. Kevin is going to drop the link in the chat so that you guys can take a look at what it entails to become a professional cloud developer if you guys want to learn more about that. So what are we going to do today? We're going to learn a little bit about the cloud very briefly. We're going to explain what this program entails, the Google Cloud certifications, and some of the resources for learning, how we're going to break up this program, this 12-week kind of cohort, this campaign, so that we can give you all the tools and the resources so that you can get certified at the end of the 12 weeks. And I'll tell you, of course, because a lot of people who are present have gotten certified in the past 3 years that we've done it. This is the fourth year. So again, thank you all of you for joining once again. So yeah, there's a huge demand for cloud computing roles nowadays. That there's a lot of like AI going on, but also there's the professional machine learning engineer. There's also DevOps, cloud developers, architects, and whatnot. There's a lot of demand for cloud computing roles because companies are moving a lot to the cloud. They're leaving the premises and they're creating things on the cloud, everything pretty much virtualized and whatnot. So there's a huge demand for cloud computer roles today. Again, cloud skills continue to be in high demand. Of course, that's something that you need to be aware of. That increased cloud adoption has resulting in corresponding increase in the need for workers skilled in cloud technologies. Like I mentioned, there's a huge employer demand for cloud computing roles, including infrastructure, security, architecture, and engineering. That rose almost 33% in the last 3 years. That's based on some of the statistics. Even though you may hear like, yeah, there's a lot of companies let's say laying off people, still there's a lot of demand for that. You need to distinguish yourself from other people so that then you become very, a coveted asset in your company, very marketable, very solicited in the marketplace. So getting certification in Google Cloud Technologies or any cloud technology in general, it will put you at a competitive advantage to other people. You may even hear, yeah, a lot of people are getting laid off. There's a bunch of companies cutting, but when they cut, they either retain the current talent and they retrain them so that they can become again more more valuable to the company. And this is one of the things that make you more valuable, so that you kind of you sometimes things you can't avoid it, but this will prevent it in a way and will make you again more, like I said, a more well-rounded professional, and having the knowledge that is required right now to be competitive in the marketplace. So watch out for those things. We're going to be continuing providing more information, specifically the Google Cloud, because you may hear about Azure. A lot of people maybe here, raise your hand if you're maybe certified in the Google Cloud, in let's say in other clouds like AWS or Azure. I am certified in AWS, but I could tell you personally, as a developer, I find the Google Cloud a lot more friendlier, and I love the Google Cloud because it has a lot of great things. Even on free tiers, you're able to do a lot of cool things. But as cloud adoption continues to grow, according to, again, some of the statistics out there, Google Cloud is the skill that is seeing the fastest growing demand, with a 66.74% increase over the past year. And it continues to grow because the Google Cloud is even, again, because of their latest advances in AI, of course, Gemini and all of their large language models and a lot of those things. Companies are really looking for that talent so that they can adopt the cloud and make the leap. So we need a lot of talent individuals on that. Of course, there are companies that require multi-cloud environments. And again, the rise of those multi-cloud environments, you don't need to be just married to one cloud computing platform. You could do multi-cloud environments. And that rise has impacted demand for GCP, of course, Google Cloud Platform. So no workload and no business requirement is the same, as you know. A one-size-fits-all answer will not work, not anymore. Customers want the best in class for everything, and they end up choosing more than one cloud provider, sometimes to meet their demands, and their requirements. But also, again, the technological advantage of the Google Cloud is being realized in the marketplace. You see a lot of people, again, getting knowledge about compute engine, compute instance, Firebase, again, like I mentioned, Gemini, Vertex AI, again, a bunch of those technologies out there, Cloud SQL, Kubernetes, GKE, all of those technologies that are part of the Google Cloud ecosystem. Is great to have all that knowledge. We're talking about like serverless, like open source with Kubernetes, like I mentioned, TensorFlow, Gemini, and the power behind the networking, VPCs and whatnot, the security that Google provides, the Google Cloud. That's why the Google Cloud is really ready for today's IT landscape. And it is a knowledge that is great to have nowadays, like I said, in the big 25. So how do you build skills to get the most out of these powerful technologies, like I mentioned to you? You have to take a new approach. Being equipped with the right skills can make or break your journey to the cloud. So you need to be very cautious about that. Traditionally, IT training has largely been centered around one piece of technology, but cloud technology requires a new way of learning. It's no longer just about learning and operating the technology. It requires a change in your mindset. Google Cloud Training helps you understand how to use the technology within a job function to build cloud solutions. Like I mentioned, you want to build multi-tenant applications, you want to build serverless applications, you want to build in the cloud, you want to build microservices and all of that. It's not just like thinking about on premises. You got to think virtually. You got to think in the cloud. Role-based learning also to help your team thrive. That makes you make everybody around you more productive. by jumping into the cloud. Like you can stand up services, you can create applications in record time by adopting the cloud. You help people move from being maintainers to strategists, innovators, and disruptors. I could tell you myself, I develop like applications in record time just by adopting the Google Cloud, and I don't have to provision like physical resources or physical infrastructure. If I just jump into serverless, I'm able to create applications. Some of you may know me as a Flutter developer, as a Google developer expert in Flutter. So I develop applications for multiple platforms. But then when I pair it with, let's say, serverless backends, I can create applications in record time without compromising quality. So cloud knowledge is key to be successful in today's landscape. So now we're bringing it back down to certification. So why certify? What are the benefits and return on investment on getting certified right now? So a lot of people will tell you, for example, like Linda, she has a bunch of certifications. She's an amazing engineer. A lot of people over there right now. What are we talking about, Kevin? So the slides, we're going to share the slides, but right now we're going to be distributing the links. So don't worry about that. We're going to be providing a lot of the resources. Make sure to join the Slack channel, because there is where we're going to be distributing most of this content. Otherwise, then it's easy. I just give you the slides and then you're off you go. No, we want to build a community. We want to help you, give you all the resources that you need. Okay. So let's get back into the topic. So why certify? What is the benefit? What are the return on investments on getting certified? Okay, so let's discuss a couple of those things. So we're talking about like proficiency and role-based certification, right? So it's kind of like creating a benchmark for success, because it is a new paradigm of work. Employers need new tools, in a new framework to define, track, and measure success, to know what's working, right? What impact is having, etc. It's not only by having an assessment framework and insight that they can ensure that their talent is positioned to be successful. So a lot of companies are actually even encouraging developers and the employees to get certified, because that not only gives you like credentials by Google, that certain topics, the things that you need in order to be successful. Specifically, the Google Cloud certification. It brings a framework to help employers benchmark successful candidates. Compare someone who comes to you and says, I know serverless, I know Firebase. If you don't show me maybe a portfolio or something that you've built, I don't know. I can't believe whether you know the cloud or not. But what if I just give you, look, this is a link to my certification. I just got certified in the Google Cloud. I'm a professional cloud developer. I can create solutions. Here's my certification. That means Google at least vetted me to a certain level, how much I know about the cloud, and I can provide those credentials so that it kind of like, validates the knowledge that I have in the Google Cloud. So these certifications are not just about Google technologies. In fact, the initial stages of designing each certification is like product agnostic. But in this particular case, these ensure that the roles and certifications are truly building the skills for the future. So the certifications are updated regularly. It's not like, for example, like this particular certification, I believe it gets updated every 2-3 years. But you still got to get hands-on and learning all these things by, getting your hands dirty in the Google Cloud. What's more, certified individuals, they join the exclusive ranks of the Google Cloud certified community. You get a lot of swag. You get a lot of perks like Google Cloud credits. They send you like swag, like I told you. You get like insider knowledge on the Google Cloud, things that not a lot of people know out there. They get access to Google Cloud Certified Community Forum. You can ask other people. You get a community of like your peers, certified people, professional level certified individuals. Like I mentioned, you receive swag, special access to and experiences, maybe invitation to Google Cloud Next and stuff like that. So it's really great. So again, we're talking about kind of like the impact. 78% of respondents, they given like kind of like a survey, right? Like recent survey on the cloud, Google Cloud certified individuals. They say that 70% of the people who got surveyed, they say words like confidence, presence, professionalism, competitiveness. Like you kind of get positioned above other people because you can even speak the lingo. You can architect solutions. You get the right knowledge so that you can create solutions, comprehensive solutions for your company. 82% of people say that they feel proud to have a proof a proof point about their skills and abilities when working with recruiters and job placement consultants. Like people out there, job recruiters, you have a nice resume, that's cool, but if you provide a certification, that actually gives it a lot more weight. 83% feel like they more marketable. Like I mentioned, resume is not good. It's not just enough, but a certification kind of gives it a plus. And last but not least, is 85% of the people filling out the survey kind of like had a boost of confidence. Why? Because they're both wanted, they're both needed to really get themselves out there and getting opportunities they need and be competitive out there. So getting certified not only makes you competitive, gives you confidence, right? And it allows you to even implement it on your own products and at your company. People look at you in a different way, in a different light, because you have this knowledge that is very coveted out there in the industry. So make sure that definitely, yes. Kevin will be answering those questions in the chat as I move along. At the end, we're going to leave some questions, but if anybody has any questions, Kevin will be answering some of those in real time. Okay. So of course, benefits. Yes. So not only distinguish yourself with the Google certified badge, like when you get certified by the Google Cloud, you get swag from the Google Cloud. They send you like little pins and badges and stickers. Swag, of course, Louis. Hi, Louis. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, we're going to be raffling swag throughout the 12-week campaign. We're going to be sending you swag. We're going to be raffling among people. So you're going to get exclusive Google certified swag when you get certified, but from us, as we're making progress, we're going to be raffling some of these. Of course, you're going to be able to network and exchange ideas with communities, and you get special recognition and selected events, like you're getting invitation to Google Cloud, like Google Cloud Next in Vegas. Like that's pretty cool. So now let's get back to the Google Cloud certifications and the exam itself. So for those of you who are new to the Google Cloud certifications, maybe you know from another, or you haven't taken a certification at all, we're going to explain exactly what it entails. The Google Cloud certifications, they kind of validate your expertise and showcase your ability to transform businesses with Google Cloud technology. There's a range of certifications out there that you can take, multiple levels. You have like foundational certifications, you have associate certifications, which are the foundational ones. You don't need any cloud experience or like coding experience either. So it's mostly like for managers, product owners and whatnot, like C-level executives. Associate, then you need to know, of course, at least recommend the 6 months hands-on experience with the Google Cloud. But even if you're brand new, I could tell you, me, Linda, Kevin, a bunch of people here in the chat, we didn't know anything about the cloud and we got certified. Why? Because we put ourselves to it, and we were able to get certified, of course. And then you have the professional level ones, which are a little bit higher. It's recommended to have like 3+ years industry experience, 1 year hands-on experience with the Google Cloud. But you still, if you put yourself to it, you can actually do that. Katsiarina, I think that's your name. I hope I didn't misspell it. I'll call you Kat for now. When you get certified, you get an initial swag. They send you, I think, a sticker. And then when you get certified, I'm pretty sure they still have it. They give you a specific code for you to redeem, and you get either a book, like a backpack or like a jacket, but they don't keep sending it to you. It's only when you get certified initially. I can double check on that, but I think we can. If you're not gonna get it from Google, you're gonna get it from us. So you gotta get into the raffles. You gotta get into our community, our sessions, and then we're gonna be raffling. So yeah, you're gonna be able to get your T-shirts from us, from GDG Lawrence, not from Google, from us. So if you get into the raffle, you complete the certification, you're going to get a T-shirt and whatnot. So you're going to get swag from us. So not Google, but from us. Great. So we talked about foundational, associate, and professional level. We're going to be tackling the professional level. And again, those professional level certifications, like I mentioned, they span key technical job functions. They assess advanced skills in design, implementation, and management. These certifications are recommended for those individuals with industry experience. If you are in the industry, you want to get to the next level. You want to get more familiar with Google Cloud products. The professional level certifications are the way to achieve that. Okay, so I definitely recommend that, of course. Anil is asking a question real quick. I'm going to answer just this one. Any suggested path for certifications? Cloud architecture engineer. We're going to be tackling the professional cloud engineer. But in the past, we've done the professional cloud architect, which is an amazing one. I definitely recommend it. But in this particular session, in this particular 12th program, we're going to be doing the professional cloud developer, which is kind of like up there next to the architect. Architect's a little bit higher, but still something that you can definitely accomplish. So again, like I mentioned, the role-based certifications, whether it's associate, professional, like I mentioned, those are the ones that you need to have. And associate level certifications, you need to have a mixture of like technical requirements and kind of like a little bit of customer implementation. For the professional level implementations, you get business requirements. You get to learn about design, plan, reliability, optimization of your infrastructure. And of course, you need to have those technical requirements, hands-on, building things, deploying applications, creating stuff in the Google Cloud, managing resources and whatnot. So you're going to get to learn a lot of those things. And then, for example, in this particular case, we're going to be tackling the professional cloud developer certification, like I mentioned. Okay. So what is the exam? So after this 12-week program, then we're going to give you all the resources, all the know-how. We're going to practice exam questions. Then you're ready to take the exam. What is the exam? The exam it's actually 2 hours long. It's a multiple choice. You get, I think so far you still get, you get 50 questions. For certain ones, you get like 60 questions. But for these ones, it's like 2 hour long. It's multi-choice, 50 question. You don't have to have any prerequisites, but you need to have, again, like recommended, again, like we mentioned, 3 years of industry experience, 1 year designing and managing solutions in GCP. But if you put yourself to it, if you go through this 12-week program with us, we're going to give you the know-how. We're going to give you the right amount of knowledge so that you can go and take that certification. Deepa, no, you don't get that. You only get like a pass or fail score. That's the only thing. But at least they tell you that you need to pass with 70% of correct questions in the exam. They give you 50 questions. AWS doesn't penalize you. Well, that's kind of weird, but at least they don't tell you what your score is. They just tell you whether you pass or you failed. That's the only thing I don't like about it, because they just say you passed or you failed, but they didn't tell you, oh, this is where you failed. This is the percentage that you got. You either got it or you didn't get it. So that's the only thing. You either get it or you didn't get it, but at least you need to have 70% of the questions correct. We're going to prepare you for those. So make sure to join all the sessions at GDG Lawrence, including our office hours, where we're going to be supporting you, helping you with questions, exam questions, real exam questions, sample exam questions, so that you can get prepared to take your certification. What is the delivery method? So you could either take it online, what they call those online proctored exams remotely, like at your house. And the way that you do it is like, you have to meet the testing requirements. You have to have a camera. You cannot have anything around you. Your workspace needs to be clean. You cannot have any cheat sheets or anything around you. You have to have a good online connection, like a network connectivity. But the one that we recommend, a couple of us who have taken it, go and take it in person. You have to register to a certified place where those, like the certification places where they, you could take the exam in person. You have to put like your stuff in a locker. They give you a little key. You don't have anything in your pockets. You sit in front of a computer, like a workstation, and then you take the exam. I find those more, that's better, because I feel that way that's better. Those online testing places, because, it is there, you take it and then you leave. At home, you got to have like a bunch of things. Who knows what happens? You may have any distractions. So the recommendation to me, if you cannot take it in person, great. Then take it the online proctored exam. But it's better to take it nearby. You can find those online testing facilities. You don't have to pay anything. When you like sign up, you go there. We're gonna get, for example, like for those of you who, actually, I'm gonna mention it later. When you are ready to take the exam, you pay the amount, usually $200 for these type of the professional exams. You sign up online. You find the place. You sign up for the day, the hour, and then you go show up at that date, at that time, take the exam, leave, and right at the spot, they tell you whether you passed or you failed, and you can just go celebrate at home. So the testing centers that provide those, again, may differ from your city or your state. So we're going to give you that. But the one that you usually do it is called Web Assessor. And you through Web Assessor, then you can sign up for those. What are going to be the learning resources that we're going to be providing? Yes, celebrate or cry at home. Yeah, exactly. But you can celebrate or cry on your way after you take the exam. Deep, I'm going to answer that question in just a minute. Let's continue with the learning resources. So Roman, everything looks cool. We're going to do that. How am I going to learn all of that? Where are you going to give me the information so that I can go and take the exam? I'm going to show you. So we're going to have online and self-learning resources, and we're going to be providing all of that to you for free. Even some people, I could tell you, there are places where they charge like $5,000 for like a 12-week program. They charge $5,000 and you have to pay for the certification yourself. With us, you don't pay anything. And now you're going to say, Roman, what's the catch? When are you going to charge me? No, we're not going to charge. Why? Because we feel like learning as a community. If you're a student and you're interested in getting certified, financial aid or offer is no, you don't have to pay anything at all. We're going to be providing you with all the resources, all the credits that you need to take the labs and all of that. We're going to show you exactly that. Will it be provided only in Slack? You need to be part of our Slack channel so that we can provide you the resources. You need to join this community, and that is the only way that you're going to be able to be part of this program. So that's the catch. You need to be part of our community. You need to join any nearby community who is co-hosting these sessions, and you need to commit to the 12-week program, to the 12-week campaign. Otherwise, then you won't be able to get it. But this is a commitment. You commit for 12 weeks. You complete the requirements, and then we can ensure that you have a high probability to get the exam, because a lot of people have. A lot of people who are here is because they've taken the certification. They come back asking for more and doing more with this community. So what are we going to do? We're going to be providing, Kevin is going to be providing the link to the Slack channel one more time. That way you join our community, join the Road to Certification channel, and we're going to be providing more resources in there. So we're going to be providing online and self-learning resources. When we say self-learning resources, that means we provide you with some assistance, but you gotta do the heavy lifting. You gotta learn on your own. You gotta put some of that effort yourself. I can't spoon feed it to you, because we're all adults. We have jobs. We don't have that much time, but we also want to be competitive. We want to learn new things, right? So that is exactly what we want to do. So let's do that. So what are the platforms that we're going to be using? We're going to be using a dedicated platform from Google called Cloud Skills Boost. Cloud Skills Boost is an online, on-demand, dedicated platform that Google uses to train developers out there, millions of people around the world, on the Google Cloud. It's called Google Cloud Skills Boost. Other providers out there are like Coursera. You may be familiar with Coursera. Pluralsight is another one. What we're going to be using here is Cloud Skills Boost. So what is Cloud Skills Boost? I'm going to show you. But for now, I'm going to also tell you other resources that you can also rely upon. We're going to give you a bunch of resources, videos, hands-on labs for you to complete. But you could also use other resources out there. Linda, I know even the author of the official Google Cloud certified study guides, which are out there. Dan Sullivan, we know him, and he creates a bunch of these study guides. I definitely recommend it. We're not going to be providing it here, but if you can afford it, you could go out there and you could grab these study guides as an additional resource for you to learn. But these are some of the other things that we can provide out there. So Kevin, I believe, provided the link to the Slack channel. Kevin, can you drop it in the chat? Oh, Kevin just did it. Perfect. Awesome. So let's continue. So these are some of those resources. So now, how is it that we're going to learn as a community? Roman, you've mentioned the word community, but what is it that we're going to do? We're going to be hosting 12-week sessions, 6 official sessions, in 6 office hours. And let me show you exactly how we're going to break it up. All are going to be online, or you have to sign up and RSVP to all the sessions that we have in our community in GDG Lawrence so that you can connect, get support from community members. We're going to be in the Slack channel answering questions, giving you the resources, answering any questions that you may have, and giving you the stuff that you need. We're going to have all of them are online. Some people do it live, but because again, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a dog, I have a job. I cannot be going to a physical place sometimes, but I could definitely join online, and join with this community. We could do that. So that's great. So if you want to join with us, please sign up for every single session at GDG Lawrence, and you're going to be just fine. So this is the journey that we're going to be doing. The journey is going to be to prepare you for the certification. But if you just want to be around cool people, you could also join. It'd be great if you take the certification, but if you're just looking for a community of like-minded individuals who want to learn about the Google Cloud, this is your community. This is your opportunity to be, part of this community so that you could learn. You could learn about the Google Cloud, and more than that, community. You learn other things. You get to engage with all of us, right? So make sure to join the Slack channel. That way you are part of this journey. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to take this certification. I haven't taken the certification. I've taken the professional cloud architect. I've taken the associate. I've taken all of the other certifications that we've taken. Kevin and I and a lot of the other GDG organizers here, we are always on the trenches, helping you with the resources. I'm not just going to be throwing it over the wall. I'm going to be helping you, and I'm going to be learning at the same time, and we're going to be sharing all of that. Paul Summit, my man, how you doing? Paul is one of our amazing members. Paul, thank you so much for joining. He's been with us like from the get-go. So Paul is an amazing individual. Thank you so much for joining. For the 4th consecutive year, Paul is here. So thank you, Paul, for joining. So let's continue. So what are we going to do? This is a study group. We're gonna have bi-weekly bi-weekly sessions, formal sessions, not in person, only online. We're going to provide you the on-demand resources. You're going to go and watch these videos, take the hands-on labs, come back every 2 weeks, join with us. You could join in the off weeks, the office hours. We can answer your questions. You get stuck on something, you're able to, we can answer those questions. You get stuck on a lab, please ask us. We can unblock you. You have a question on something, please let us know. Of course, don't drop me a question at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'll answer in the morning, but at least we're there all the time checking people out, okay? And of course, the community forum, which is the Slack channel, that's where we're going to be answering those questions. But make sure, again, it's going to be like a partnership. I provide you with the resources, but you got to do your part as well by watching all the videos, completing the badges and whatnot. So this is the breakdown of the bi-weekly session. So we're going to have 7 bi-weekly sessions, and we're going to have 5 office hours in between. We're starting today with the info session, where we're going to give you all the resources. Then we're going to start in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you're going to come back and you're going to learn. You're going to watch some of the videos of week 1. That is how we do it. We give you a 2-week head start. So you watch all the videos, you complete all the lessons for that specific week. We discuss it. We go through it. We kind of go as an overview, answer any questions, give you more resources. 2 more weeks, you go watch the videos. You take the quizzes, you complete the labs, and so on. You see those gray dots in between the bi-weekly sessions? Those are the office hours. The office hours are informal sessions that we hold with the community. They're not recorded. Why? Because we're like riffing. We're just, engaging in a community. We're practicing exam questions. We're practicing labs. We're answering questions from the community. They're unofficial and they're very exclusive. So make sure to join those office hours, because that's where we give you a more personalized attention, answer your questions, prepare for the exam, answer exam quizzes. We're going to give you all of those things. But if you cannot join those sessions, that's okay. They're not required. They're all 1 hour long, both the official sessions and the office hours. They're all 1 hour. And the quiz, we're even going to be giving you like a platform that we also created so that you can practice the questions, like questions from the material, and even stuff that we go out there, like get dump, like exam sample dump questions that we practice, like kind of like the similar to the exam, and then we practice them, right? And then we do it in as a community. We just like to joke around and discuss and all of that. So those are the office hours. But the official sessions, you have to be here. Why? Because we're going to be going over the material of the previous week. We're going to be raffling the content. That is when we're going to raffle. We don't raffle anything on the office hours because it's more unofficial. We're going to be raffling on every official session. Now you see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 7 bi-weekly sessions that we're going to have, we're going to be discussing the material, right? At the end, November 12th, if you have completed, Hadid says he never wins. At the end of the 12th week, we're going to have a voucher ceremony. What does this mean? If you complete all the requirements of this program, you're going to get a voucher so that you can take the certification. It's kind of us giving you a $200 cash, but not cash. We're going to give you a voucher. It's a code that you're going to be able to redeem, and you're going to be able to take that. Samina, how you doing? Samina is also one of our, one of our usual suspects. Thank you so much for joining one more time. And Samina has also, she's been lucky. She's been receiving. Thank you, Samina, for joining us. See, we have a lot of people who come. So yes, the last ceremony, voucher ceremony, we give you the vouchers. We raffle t-shirts. We raffle Google Cloud swag. So make sure to join all of these sessions, because at the end, we're going to celebrate as a community, and we're going to celebrate your accomplishments. I always take the certification like by, at the end of the year, before the end of the year, I always take it. We also ensure that the certification code, there was only, I think, 1 year that we made it so that it was very short. Like by the end of the year, you had to take it. But we made it so that it took 1 whole year for you to take the certification. And that was a lot. But it's great that you with the knowledge already fresh in your brain, you go and take the certification, okay? So skill badges. So this is what you need to accomplish. You need to complete 12 skill badges. We're going to be providing you with all the content. We're going to be sharing all the content that you need to go over in order for you to complete the badges. It's going to take you some effort, but those are the badges that complete the requirement for this program. It's 12 badges. You need to complete those 12 badges. Let me show you real quick. These are the badges that you need to complete. So if I go to, actually, I'm going to go to Cloud Skills Boots in a minute, but I'm going to show you what those are. So now, so we're going to talk about specifically the certification, the Professional Cloud Developer. The Professional Cloud Developer is a certification that we're going to tackle. We're going to show you exactly what we're going to be doing. So the Professional Cloud Developer builds and deploys scalable, secure, and highly available applications by using Google Cloud recommended tools and best practices. You're going to be learning hands-on knowledge as if you were an actual professional cloud developer hired by somebody in your company, exactly as if you were doing the legit cloud. We're going to give you all the resources, and not like, oh, it's a sandbox. It's a little playground. No, it's not a playground. It's the actual Google Cloud where you're going to be doing hands-on labs and learning hands-on knowledge that is going to stick in your brain, and you can immediately apply in your real life and in your real projects. So that is the reason why this certification is so great, and this program is very successful. So we're going to show you exactly all of that. You're going to learn how to design scalable, available, reliable cloud-native applications. You're going to be able to build and test applications using hands-on labs, watching a bunch of videos, practicing the exam, and all of that. So this is the journey. This is the journey right there. So today we're reviewing the whole exam guide. We're telling you exactly what it entails. You must do a little bit of pre-work, but you see that yellow column? This is where you're going to start. stay tuned. We're going to be giving you the actual link to this slide. That way you can grab all those links. Kevin is going to Kevin, can you drop the PCD path, the path, which is the cloud developer path? It's exactly this, what you see right here, but it's the path. The actual path is the access to the Cloud Skills Boost platform, and it's going to give you exactly the things that you need to complete in order to qualify not only for this program and get the voucher. Thank you, Kevin. That is the professional cloud developer path. It's exactly this slide, but you're going to be learning. You're going to get those 13 badges, and that is how we're going to check whether you qualify for the voucher at the end of this campaign or not. Let me show you exactly that path. So Kevin just dropped the link right there. I'm going to bring the path right over. Let me see if I can just show it right here. I'm going to grab that path and I'm going to show it here in the, let me know if you guys have it right there. There it is. So Kevin just dropped the chat. We're going to drop it in the Slack channel. Don't worry. This is the cloud developer learning path. There are 13 activities, including like a beginning to the Google Cloud, and you need to complete all these 13 activities. There are 13 activities in total, starting from, again, learning the core fundamentals of the Google Cloud. You're going to be learning how to develop applications in the Google Cloud using Firebase, using Python. You're going to be able to use the Cloud Shell. You're going to use cloud storage, all those features in the Google Cloud. You're going to be able to orchestrate and choreograph services in the Google Cloud. You may even hear of those things like, what the heck is all of that? They're going to walk you step by step. In all of these videos, you're going to be watching videos, you're going to be completing labs and all of that. So all of this is going to give you the right know-how and the knowledge for you to complete those badges. So every time you complete one of these, you're going to get a badge. For example, look, it says like Cloud Course Complete. You're going to get one of these badges. Every time you get one badge, you're one step closer to that goal. If I go right back, you see how this whole path is going to show complete. All of this is good. You have to show as complete, and then once you complete it, we're going to be tracking your journey. And then when you complete all of this, including again every single one of these, you're going to be learning about Firebase, Kubernetes, GKE, Cloud Run, Apigee, secure APIs, all of that. Like I told you, Google Cloud Run, Gemini. This is the first time that Gemini has been brought to certifications. Containerized applications using containers, Docker, and whatnot. Gemini Code Assist. This is the first time that Gemini has been added to a certification, like I mentioned. So this is the path that you need to complete. Let's go back to here. So this is the journey that you need to complete. It's 13 badges. All of these links that are in this slide, you need to complete all of that. Cloud Skills Boost. What is Cloud Skills Boost? Like I mentioned, just like I showed you, it is the on-demand training platform by Google. You're going to get a lot of hands-on labs, on-demand content. You're going to watch a lot of videos. You're going to take quizzes. We're going to practice with you. We're going to provide you all of this content where you have quests, you have labs, like I mentioned, learning paths. Like I mentioned, the main learning path that you need to be in is in this one. You go to tinyurl.com/PCD path is this path right here, is the Cloud Developer Learning Path. By completing all of this, for example, let me go into one of them. If I go into one of these paths, you check, like, for example, like all of these videos, you got to watch videos. You got to complete labs. Let me show you, for example, like what one lab looks like. You're going to join. You're going to be able to connect to the Google Cloud. We're going to give you credits. Credits are what you need in order to, you're not going to pay for anything. You make sure that you're gonna grab the code, the credits that we're gonna give you, and you're gonna be able to complete the labs. You make sure that you complete those labs. You go through all the steps. They tell you exactly what to do step by step. You create this, you go this, run this command, create this resource, do this, do that. And those are the things. You see all those green checks? You make sure that you complete all those green checks, and that is what is going to allow you to complete your path, right? So Cloud Skills Boost, make sure to go to Cloud Skills Boost. Kevin, can you drop the link to Cloud Skills Boost? What you need to be doing is go to Cloud Skills Boost. to create an account with your Gmail account. Make sure that the same Gmail that you use to RSVP to these sessions is the same Gmail account that you're using to join Cloud Skills Boost. Otherwise, you're not going to get any credits. So how do you obtain the Cloud Skills Boost credits? You need the credits. If you don't have credits, you can complete labs. If you can complete labs, you won't be able to get the badges. If you don't get the badges, you can't complete the program. If you can't complete the program, you won't get the voucher. So make sure to get the credits. How do you get the credits? Kevin, can you drop in the chat the link to our community? Make sure to RSVP to all the sessions, all the 12 sessions that we have there, starting the info session, session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, session 5, session 6, and the voucher ceremony. Make sure to join all those RSVP sessions. RSVP to all of them so that you can get the credits. What are the credits? Like I mentioned, once you create your Cloud Skills Boost profile with your Gmail account, you're gonna get a profile here in the Google Cloud. If you go here to my Google Cloud Cloud Skills profile, you click here on your picture. Let me zoom in so that you can see. You click on your picture and you see here that I have 58,000 credits. If you RSVP to this event using Outlook, you need to make sure that then the Outlook account is the one that you join for this. It's better that you use a Gmail account, but if you do, then make sure to use a Gmail, RSVP to the session 1, and then you're going to get the credits. Make sure that you use the same account to RSVP to this to join the Google Cloud. So try, if you, let's say if you have an Outlook account, join the Cloud Skills Boost, but it has to be the same email. It's better that it's a Gmail because it's part of the whole ecosystem. Otherwise, then you won't be able to get the credits. Make sure that throughout these 2 weeks, you can register through the co-host GDG community. Yes, you can. So try to also join other communities, but you need to be a part of the RSVP official session that we created. You can join through a co-host community, but it has to be the main session. Session 1. So, shows page not found. No, Kevin, can you provide the GDG Lawrence again? Make sure to join the GDG Lawrence. It is available. RSVP for all the sessions. That way you get the credits. This is how you then complete remember, like I mentioned, this is how you complete, let's say, a lab. You need the credits. Make sure that you RSVP, and this is how you do it. For example, when you're going to do a lab, let me go to one lab, for example. If you go to one lab like this, they're going to ask you for credits. How do you get the credits? You need to have the credits. So when you say start lab, for example, it's going to ask you for credits. So you're going to get the credits available here, and you launch with the credits that this lab is required. If the lab requires 3 credits, so you get the credits and whatnot. Anil, we can help you offline, but make sure that you go to the GDG Lawrence link. It cannot be unavailable. Like, let me go. So GDG Lawrence. So this is the page that you need to go into. GDG Lawrence, gdgcommunity.dev/GDG Lawrence. This is the page. Make sure to sign up RSVP for session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4, all of the sessions available in our community. Make sure to RSVP to all of those, okay? Make sure. We can help you offline, but make sure that you are signed up to all of those, okay? And that is how you're going to get the credits. If you don't get the credits tonight, that's okay. Wait either a day or 2. You should be able to get the credits. Then you can hit the ground running, okay? Remember, you must complete all the badges. If you don't complete all the badges, you don't get the voucher. If you do, you automatically get a voucher. I'm not gonna complain. No, you complete it all, you get a voucher automatically. How do you do it? How are we gonna keep track that you got the voucher, that you completed all of them? You need to join our batch tracker. Kevin is going to drop the link to the tracker we have, if you go to, tiny URL, if you go tinyurl.com/RTC tracker, is that what I called it? RTC tracker. Yeah. This is the form that you need to fill out so that you can join our batch tracker. What is the batch tracker? The batch tracker is actually a tool that we at GDG Lawrence created so that we can keep track of you. We will know exactly how many badges you've completed. We know exactly what things you complete. When you have all of these medallions or the golden circles completed, you get a voucher automatically. This is the batch tracker we created. Is a web application developed in Flutter, powered by Google Cloud, and we use it to keep track of everybody who signs up for this community. You need to fill out that link that Kevin dropped in the chat, the batch tracker. If you're not gonna get it in this session, you're gonna get it in the Slack channel. Join the Slack channel. That way you can get into the batch tracker. But sign up for the batch tracker. That way you will see your name here. Wait a day or two. Your name will be there, and we will know then how many badges you need. So you don't know where you need to be. You go to the session that you want to complete. You click on the name of the batch that you need to complete, and it takes you exactly to the batch that you need to complete. You complete everything in here, you get the badge, and when you come back here, you wait like a couple of hours, and it gets reflected automatically in this tool. You go, for example, week 2. What do you need to complete in week 2? Is this link. You click on that link, it takes you to that, and you complete it, and so on and so forth. If you don't do it through here, you will do it through the slide that we provided over here. It's the same links, or you do it through the, like I mentioned, the path, right? You complete it through the path right here. So you could either do it through the path. Let me copy the path right here. Let me grab the path. It doesn't want to paste for me. That's okay. But I think I have the path right there. Kevin is gonna drop it for me in a little bit. But yes, the path, remember, is that that learning path that we have. Where is it? Cloud Developer Learning Path. There it is. So this is the path. So you either do it through the RTC batch tracker is for us to check on you, how many you've completed, and if you've completed all the 12 badges here, then you're good to go. You get a voucher automatically. You can even cruise all the way to the last session, and you're going to wait for us there, and then we're going to give you your badge. Okay. So make sure to sign up for that. Thank you, Kevin, for the path. So that's why we use the badge tracker. Okay. So let's go back again to the slideshow. And there it is. So make sure to join our Slack channel. Join the Slack channel. We're going to give you all of these resources. I'm going to be sharing these slides. Actually, why don't I just give it to you right now? Let me create a link on this. Let me share these slides with everybody. Look, everybody with the link. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to drop it right there right now on the chat, and everybody will have access to this link. And of course, make sure to join the Slack channel, because we're going to be dropping all of the links that Kevin shared right now. We're going to be sharing it in the Slack channel. Okay. And of course, because you are part of this community, you can start winning from today. Redeem your participation badge. You have a participation badge for joining this event. If you go to tinyurl.com/RTC-badge, you get a badge automatically from the Google Cloud, like the Cloud Skills Boost. They got they also have like a badge, you can redeem a badge just for participating in these sessions. If you go to that link, if you go to, tinyurl/RTC badge, you get a badge like automatically. Like the Google for Developers community gives you a Road to Google Cloud certification badge, and you immediately start winning. You start getting motivated on learning, on joining this journey. So you're going to get a participation badge right away. So make sure to get that one. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to all the hosting communities. Thank you everybody for joining. Does anybody have any questions before we close it up? But the last thing that I'm gonna say is uh, join the Slack. How they're asking questions. So Deepa says, how do I find the profile? How do you find the profile? You find it by going to Cloud Skills Boost. You go to Cloud Skills Boost, and when you want to find your profile, you go to the little picture. You go to the settings. You go to settings, and you scroll all the way down to where it says public profile. We scroll the way down. Here it says public profile. This is the public profile that we need you to fill it into that form, and we're gonna add you to the tracker. The link to the batch tracker. Yes, here is the batch tracker. We're gonna drop it in the chat. We're gonna drop it in the Slack. Of course, Kevin is gonna drop a couple in there. I think we can pin that. Kevin, can you edit that the same? Can you edit the same message that you posted? And okay, and also pin it in the Slack. Any other questions from anybody? Remember, we're gonna be giving you the badge. We're gonna I drop the link to the slides. You can start from tonight. If you want to start tonight, you can start with either, remember, the path. You can start with the cloud developer learning path. Starting with the first batch, a cloud to Google Cloud hands-on labs. Go to the slides and start hitting every single link that you have in here. Start from the professional cloud, look at the professional cloud exam, review the questions, and start with that lab. Start hitting it right away. Work your way through every week. You don't have to be up to par with us. You don't have to be at the same week, because we understand how people are busy and whatnot. But it would be great that every session you already have that week completed. That way we review it together. But if you haven't, then it's going to be a preview for you, which is okay. But make sure to start completing the labs. 4 ways to complete the labs. Through the slides. You go to this slide and start completing. You could go to the batch tracker and start clicking on each session. Each of the links is going to take you to one of the badges. You could go to the path, complete that. You could go to I say the slides, the batch tracker here, the developer path, right? And of course, make sure to sign up for all the sessions. That way you get the credit and you can start doing that. Make sure to fill out the batch tracker. That way we put you in there and we can keep track of your progress. Let's start answering a couple of questions before we wrap it up. How many credits are we going to get? You're going to be added to a pool of credits. You're not going to get a specific number of credits. Imagine like an infinite number of credits that is only going to last for this campaign until the end of the campaign. Then those credits won't be available. Will only be available throughout this campaign. For the 6 weeks, you're going to get available those like 3 months worth of credits. So you're going to be put into a pool of credits that you're going to be using to complete those labs. So no specific amount of credits. Before the next office hour, the homework is to go through what is it for the first week. Correct. You start with this in week 1. It'd be great if you complete this. These are just some documents that you can read, but you complete the initial lab and start with week 1. If you complete that, that is your homework. If you complete it, great. If you didn't, it's okay, but it would have been great because it was going to be in 2 weeks, we're going to come back and this is going to be like a review for you. And if you get stuck or anything, please let us know through the Slack. Where do we sign up for all the sessions? Gloria, Kevin is going to drop the link to our community. Actually, I think I have it right here. GDG Lawrence, this is the community. Deepa, yes. You know how Deepa, she's the CEO of Teach Tech. It's an amazing initiative in California. She's empowering students, high school students, to actually joining college to learn computer science, to learn tech, and they can get into college. She also created, she's an amazing creator. She's an amazing engineer. She also created that tool for her company. We also did the same thing, Deepa. So we're very proud of creating stuff like, homegrown tools. Great. So yes, we created it. Thank you so much. How do you obtain your first badge? If you go to the link right here, you get your first badge. You go tinyurl.com/RTC badge. I'm going to grab this link and I'm going to drop it in the chat and you can take a look. So that is how you get your first badge. But this is just like a participation badge. It's not part of the completion of the program, okay? Could I use a preferred name for signing up? Would that affect the test later? No, not really. Well, all we need is your badge profile. We just have your name and stuff for like raffles and whatnot, but we don't do anything with it. Can you provide the participation badge link? I just did it right now. If I did the form, am I good with the badge tracker? Yes. Wait like 1 day or two. Your name will show up in there. So yes, make sure to join the badge tracker. Sign up for the badge tracker. Your name will be there. You're gonna see your picture, the same picture that is here in the profile. The same stuff that is in the profile, you will see it here. What we're doing is we're accessing all the information from Cloud Skills Boost, and then we're compiling it into this amazing badge tracker to keep track of how many badges you've completed. Where is the link to the spreadsheet slide? Here it is again. I'm gonna copy it and go to the Slack channel again so that you can do the group badge. The group badge. What is the group badge? Is this one you're talking about? The participation badge? This is just like a small badge that they give you. Oh, the tracker. Yeah. The group badge means like I'm just trying to say, let's all try to complete that many badges. When you join, it's going to be 24. When if Kevin joins, it's going to be 36. So the amount of badges increments as people join. We're just saying, let's try to all complete our badges. But just worry about your own badges. That's okay. This is just a counter so that we know how many people are in there, how many people are completing badges. But you can keep track of your badges by looking at your own profile. Look at your profile here. And you know that all these golden circles are filled in completely. This tells you how many remaining badges you need, how many total you need to complete, and how many you have in total. So like that. Awesome. Participation badge link could not be logged in using my university's Gmail account. Should I be worried about obtaining other badges? You want to create then, if your university account doesn't work, try to create a personal Gmail account. And then you can use it to then RSVP to these sessions and join the Cloud Skills Boost. It's not me. I didn't make the rules. Google makes the rules by saying, if you join the Cloud Skills Boost with one account, you're going to get credits. So you can even create multiple accounts and get multiple credits. You can join with multiple accounts. That's the that's the trick that I give. That's like a cheat sheet, a cheat trick, like a dirty trick. You could join with multiple accounts, or you could get a bunch of credits. But remember, they're going to all run out at the end of the program, at the end of the 12-week. So yeah, how you're going to see yours? If your name is in the badge tracker, you're going to see it tomorrow maybe, because I need to add them, using a process so that you can see your name there. Yeah, we'll add you all later. Exactly. Okay, so if no more questions, I think we're a little bit over time. Let me just bring that last. Kevin, do you have anything to share with anybody before we close it up?
No, I'm good. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. It was a great session tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, thank you, everybody. 68 people joined, 68 people who are potentially going to get certified at the end of this 12-week program. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Stick around for actually join the Slack channel, because we're going to be dropping some links in a few minutes. So we're going to close this, but we're going to join the Slack channel, answer any questions that you may have, provide all of these resources in there. And this is the beginning of an amazing journey, of an amazing 12 weeks that we're going to have together. By the end of this 12 week, we're probably going to be family. So please join these sessions and let's all learn about the Google Cloud and let's all get certified. Thank you, Kevin, for joining. Thank you, all the communities who are co-hosting. Thank you, everybody, for joining. See you on the road to certification, getting the professional cloud developer certification. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Good
Have a
night.
great night.